First and foremost, our waterfront and marina strategic plan. As you can see, and as everyone has indicated, the waterfront is the jewel of our city. And it's very important for us to be making investments in that for a few reasons. Certainly we want to look at opportunities to increase the utility, increase the overall parkland for our residents, and really to provide some commercial opportunity as well that creates a more wholesome waterfront. So to that end, the council has put significant investment in, and will continue to over the next 10 years, a variety of projects around road improvements as well as physical assets to support our waterfront. I'm going to highlight a couple for you. There's quite a few that are happening, but I think the most exciting ones are around some of the commercial complex that will be happening near our waterfront. Designed to be a bit of a welcome center for those that are coming through the marina who will be visiting our transient boat slips, which we are expanding upon, to really provide an opportunity to come down, get off your boat, perhaps go in, restock on supplies. Hopefully maybe there's a restaurant component of something to eat before going down. Some of the other opportunities we're looking at is down on this side of the waterfront and bringing together a complex that will support our Sea Cadets as well as other activities along the waterfront such as paddleboarding and other water rental opportunities. We're also really looking at, or Council's really investing in supporting the expansion of parkland. So along our Centennial Beach and in our park area, we have relocated some of the roadway and increased the amount of green space. So again, when you go down there, there's more opportunity for venting, in addition to being able to enjoy the parkland that's down there. And I think one of the key highlights that we're all really excited about is the Memorial Square and Meridian Place. And that is really located sort of central to our downtown and right across from our waterfront, and creates a really great connection, connecting the water to the downtown. And again, I think the opportunities that exist, it will be a year-round, state-of-the-art public meeting space, as well as a music facility. So combining cultural opportunity, arts experience, as well as bringing together the public and the community in a central gathering space. This is the view from the waterfront. So again, park your boat, come on through, enjoy some live entertainment, and then enjoy all of what the downtown has to offer in terms of food and in other recreation opportunities. So where are the opportunities and where do they exist? So I'm just flipping along my pages. One of the opportunities that the city has identified is within our own municipally owned parking lots. We have a number of parking lots located around the city, and our growth, while we have some annex lands to the south that we're looking at developing, we do have a requirement that 40% of our growth be accommodated within our built boundary. So what does that mean? That means increased intensification, so that I mentioned that we need to get into more density type buildings, from towns to condos to apartments, in addition to looking at, again, in the downtown, where can we do more infill? So our parking lots do provide some opportunity in that their utilization tends to average around under 50%. So we've got a number of lots that are going to be prepared for mixed-use developments. And really what we're looking for out of these developments is maximizing density. Our rental rates within the city, or our vacancy rates, remain incredibly low and tight. As a result, we see the rental marketplace being relatively expensive for those to access. Right now, I think the latest stats tell us we're at about $1,200 a month for an average 2-bedroom rental. So from an affordability perspective and being able to provide affordable housing for all of our residents, we need to look at those opportunities as well. So 2 lots that will be very soon coming onto the market are right in our downtown core. They're a little bit set back from the water, so they provide some opportunities for density and height. This particular lot is about half an acre. It's a commercial residential zoning. It's located right beside our public library from an access point perspective. And really what we're looking for here, all of our developments downtown do require 50% of the Floor area on the main floor be of commercial use. The remaining can be residential. So again, we're looking at maximizing both employment and residential opportunities. Right across the street is we've got another parcel, again approximately a ½ acre, that would be appropriate for residential and or employment office type uses. This height is about 4 stories in total. And again, there would be some of that ground floor commercial component, so it's a great opportunity to provide those mixed uses. One of our key and I think most exciting parcels is really located right across from our waterfront at the very bottom here. If you just cross the road, the water's right there, so it's a prestigious parcel fronting. It in total is about 1½ acres, and it is over 2 lots with a bit of a roadway in between, which I think we can do some creative things with. It is currently has a commercial zoning as well. But it does look, or it is specifically zoned currently for a hotel and conference center. Currently, we do not have a hotel downtown. Some historical studies have demonstrated that there's opportunity for a hotel development, so that is something that we would be seeking for our downtown. And going further around the bay and getting into a little bit more in terms of density and into some of the privately held parcels. This parcel recently came on the market. It's on Bradford Street. You can see its proximity to the waterfront. It's about 7.7 acres. 23 million is the total, but really designed. It's within sort of our condominium, set of condominiums along the waterfront, really designed for that usage. So I think it's a great opportunity. Heading into across the city and more to our south end, and getting into developments that are more of an industrial nature, we have approximately 35 acres off Big Bay Point Road. We do own a municipal rail line, short line rail line, that connects with CP, so you can get by rail shipments all over North America. It's 35 acres, general industrial, so you can pretty much do most industrial uses. In the surrounding area, you will find that there's some manufacturing, mostly all indoor, in the surrounding area. In more of our heavy industrial sector, again to the south of the city, we've got 91 acres. Currently there's a residence on it, mostly, and some woodlot, but mostly vacant land. 91 acres, again, general industrial. It's a little more, it's 139,000 an acre is the list. And surrounding that is a lot of our industrial users, and you can find a variety of, actually, friend Steve Loftus is over there, amongst a few others. So this is a really interesting business park. There is some access to our rail line at the southeast corner, if that is something that's attractive. Some of the things that we've seen with this particular subdivision, or this particular business park, is it has been turned into sort of an industrial subdivision, so you can parcel off in ways, so that would be an opportunity. Yes, and then we have, and I'm not sure whether you exited at Dunlop Street, or you would have probably exited Essa Road. So you would have seen sort of at your exit a bit of a vacant area, significant vacant area. That is our former racetrack, and it's comprised of a handful of different properties. Most of it in the commercial zoning. There are a handful of industrial pieces in between. This parcel is again privately held. The current owners are certainly interested in investment opportunities to develop it. There was some intent to look at a significant commercial enterprise, but I think that there would be a variety of opportunities that you could look at under the zoning. And then we have another industrial parcel right next door to one of our larger industrial buildings. It's about 23 acres. And I would say from an industrial market perspective, the activity in the marketplace over the past, I'm going to say 2 years, has been quite significant. where in 2007, 2008, we certainly felt the impacts of the recession in terms of vacancy and what was available in the marketplace. We've really seen that tighten up over the past couple of years. In terms of being finding space in the city, it's getting a little more difficult. Our vacancy rates are quite high. As a result, we have recently sold from our city-owned industrial lands approximately 14 acres. A good portion of those are to developers who are looking to build on spec and really looking to satisfy demand that's been pent up in the marketplace. So a lot of that is leased right now. So there are plenty, I think, of opportunities in the industrial as well as the residential and commercial sectors. We also have our Park Place development, and I want to mention this because I think there are some opportunities that exist both from a leasing opportunity and as well a development opportunity. 200 acres mixed use, mostly you'll find on it at this particular moment commercial and more of the big box commercial. But there are some to the north. There are some opportunities for office type. There's some industrial mixed zones in there. So there are opportunities that exist. They front right on the 400, so in terms of visibility, there's great opportunity there as well. And one other opportunity I wanted to mention, and while I don't have an array of opportunities or properties to identify, we do have our Georgian College Neighborhood Community Improvement Plan. We do have a very active college with a continually growing population, and student housing and providing opportunities for students is important. And as a result, we've identified this community improvement plan, and the intent is really to increase the availability of medium density residential rental housing. As you know, this is or as we'll see when we go to our tour, some of this area is certainly more mature, so as a result is more single density. So really to increase that, we provided some tax increment-based grants as well as some application fees grants to spur opportunities in that area. I will say that the properties we've profiled, again, some are publicly held, some are privately held. They are a small snapshot of the wealth of opportunities that exist in the city. As we get to learn more about you today, as we go out on the tour, I can say that my team would be very happy to meet further with you, get a further sense of what perhaps is of interest to you, and identify what other opportunities that would exist in the city. So with that, I say thank you very much for your time. And we're going to